Hello, welcome back here into Caden's Weather Center. Today we're going to be continuing to pay attention to the marginal severe risk that is expected down here in the south, including Texas, Oklahoma, as well as even parts of New Mexico. We're going to continue to pay attention to that here, and we're also going to look at the possibility here for some tornadoes that could possibly be impacting parts of central Texas later today, all depending on the storm. Nothing too major, so don't freak out about that. Also going to continue to pay attention to cooler temperatures here as Thanksgiving is coming up soon. We're going to be seeing cooler temperatures moving in from Canada, and we'll be bringing a cold blast back here into parts of the northern United States here, as well as the West Coast, expecting more rainfall here into Oregon and Washington as we have another system coming in from the Pacific. Hello everyone, welcome back here into Caden's Weather Center. Today is November 19th, 2025, continuing to pay attention to several things currently going on right now. Not too much, but we're still seeing a little bit of, some activity here with the severe weather threat. So here's our marginal risk that we're kind of seeing today. We're going to be seeing that marginal risk kind of continuing on over here today, and then we'll have a little bit of a marginal risk kind of in this general area to tomorrow, as we're seeing a little bit maybe of a, just a little small storm system here that is going to bring some of those bigger thunderstorms here later today. Taking a look right now here at some of the marginal areas right now here, we can see New Mexico's dealing with some rainfall, no big thunderstorms happening in that general area, as well as some rainfall continuing on in parts of central western Kansas, as well as the Oklahoma Panhandle. Otherwise, not too much going on at this time with the weather at, this moment here of the recording of this video. Some snowfall, rainfalls continuing on over here in the northern part here of the United States of Minnesota. And some snow is also happening right now here in parts of Montana here on those higher elevations as well. Snowfall chances expected to kind of rise in parts of the west here, especially for the mountains region. We'll dig deeper into that here in a little bit. So taking a look here at the IR satellite, what are we currently looking at here? Well, there's our big system coming in from the Pacific. We're going to be seeing that moving in eastward here, and that's going to bring some of that rainfall totals really starting to kind of just, it's going to be wet again in Washington and Oregon. That's just going to continue on right there. I know it's been, already in a rainy season, and we're going to be continuing to see that. Seeing some moisture coming up into Texas and parts of the central United States. That's what's going to bring our severe weather risk in this general area later today. We're going to be seeing that. Here are the possibilities where some, possible isolated tornadoes could form there. So we're going to continue to pay attention to that as well. Some snowfall continuing on over here in the northern part of the United States. But other than that, looking fairly quiet here for majority of the east coast here of the United States. So we're going to continue to kind of pay attention to that. Let's take a look at the severe weather threat for today, though. The Storm Prediction Center has updated this not too long ago. Marginal risk stretching, all the way in parts of Missouri, heading down here into parts of Texas, as well as New Mexico. So we're going to continue to pay attention to that. This does include Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, El Paso, Texas, Oklahoma City, and Tulsa, Oklahoma. Taking a look at that tornado threat, obviously, once again, there's nothing major with the tornado threat, but there is still that possibility for a tornado that can't be ruled out here, especially in the central part here. Especially for the central part here of Texas, the south central part, we're going to be seeing that 2% area right there. Still can't rule out a tornado or two there. The wind threat's also going to be still a little bit more isolated down here in parts of southern Oklahoma and Texas, as well as in parts of New Mexico. And then we'll be seeing more of that hail threat stretching up into Missouri and parts of Oklahoma and Texas as well. So we're going to continue to pay attention to that. Let's take a look here at the, United States radar here. What are we currently looking at? Well, taking a look here in the next few hours, we're going to continue to see, obviously, that rainfall is going to be right off the coast here of Oregon, Washington. Once again, that's going to move its way inward here pretty soon, as well as seeing that moisture really starting to, kind of bubble up some of these thunderstorms a little bit later today that we're going to be seeing, as well as some snow showers kind of heading, continuing on over here on the west coast, stretching all the way from parts of Idaho all the way going into parts of Arizona. We're going to be seeing some of those snow showers in certain areas there. Now, as we head into kind of the evening hours and the overnight hours, this is where we're going to be starting to see our severe weather risk starting to kind of form here. Obviously, we know that there's going to be a little bit of a separate system here in New Mexico. That's why our major area for tornadoes is going to be more isolated here in Texas, because we're going to be seeing those supercells really starting to ramp up later today here, heading into the overnight hours. it's just more favorable in Texas for a possibility of a tornado. Now, obviously, we know that the wind threat will be in this general area here, so that's something still to be paying attention to there, because we could get some 60 to 70 mile an hour winds with some of these storms as they go by. Then we're going to start to see, as we head into around tomorrow, we're going to be seeing obviously that rain moving into the northwest here. Rain still continuing on throughout Oklahoma and Texas as well, but our severe weather risk for tomorrow will be in this general area, and that's because of this storm system right here will kind of start to intensify as we head into tomorrow as well. But some snowfall expected here, mostly at the higher elevations here, but Oregon, Washington, we could be seeing even parts of Northern California. We could be seeing some snowfall totals there. Let's take a look at what the GFS is saying for long range here. Well, we're not seeing too much going on. Obviously, rainfall is going to continue on in the northwest. That's not much to be. That's nothing new about that. And then we're going to be seeing a little bit of that low pressure system that comes down, or that goes through the central part of the United States. We're going to see some, another low pressure system there. Then we're going to start seeing these cold fronts starting to come down here. This was one cold front, brought rain, no snow. But then we're seeing this. GFS has been really consistent on this for 234 hours out, pretty close here to Thanksgiving. Snowfall could really be a big thing here, stretching into the northeast. That really does include parts of southern Maine, heading into New York, even into Pennsylvania here, and maybe even parts of West Virginia. That will eventually move its way off to the east there, and then it will head out into the Atlantic, not impact too much there. But then we're starting to see more and more storms coming in, so we'll see a lot of snowfall here later on in the future, according to the GFS. Obviously, this is very far out, so we won't know this exactly. This is very far out, so don't take this right now too serious. Stuff can change still, but if this is right, December 1st here, the first week of December, we could be seeing a pretty severe weather threat right now in this general area here, stretching from Louisiana, heading into Arkansas, heading even into parts of Illinois as well, with icy conditions that could possibly be put in the northern part of the United States there. So something to continue to pay attention to. Taking a look at the snowfall potential. Obviously, we're expecting some snowfall here in parts of the Colorado mountains, as well as Utah, parts of New Mexico and Arizona in the spotty little areas, as well as even over here in parts of Washington, Montana. Some of those mountains are also going to be expecting some snow there, and California right there as well, expecting some snow here on those mountains as well. Taking a look here at the temperatures, what are we looking at here right now? So for tomorrow, we're going to be seeing some temperatures really starting here for those high temperatures, really warm, continuing on over here down in the southern part here of the United States. Some cooler temperatures kind of hanging out in the northern part of the United States, but really has been warm over the last week or two. We've been seeing this kind of continue, and that's expected to change here as we head into next Thursday. So this is actually going to be for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is going to bring some pretty interesting temperatures here, bringing them into the upper 20s and even into the upper 30s here for majority of the United States there of the northern part here. The south staying very strong with the heat, especially Florida, as you can see, is in that orange there. So that's something to continue to pay attention to with that. And if you even head into the low temperatures here for Thanksgiving, we're going to be seeing some very cold temperatures here. 17 degrees in Montana, continuing on in the northern part of the United States, getting into the teens there. And we'll still be seeing some nice temperatures down here in the Florida area. Some cooler temperatures kind of stretching into the southeast as well, even down into Texas. We'll be seeing some of those cooler temperatures there. But taking a look here at the satellite, we can obviously see not too much going on right now. We know that the storms are going to kind of ramp up here as we go on throughout later today, as we head down to sundown. We're going to continue to pay attention to that. A lot of cloud cover continuing on over here in the northern part here of the United States. But thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you do have any questions about any weather in any area, make sure to leave it down in the comments down below. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay safe out there, and bye-bye.